everyone. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Father's Day and give you a little bit of background. I get this question occasionally, but I rarely talk about it, so I thought today would be the perfect timing. If you have a father who is still in your life, if you've had a father that you loved, if you had a father that but never knew him, there's all different elements that come into play. This is a picture of my father, my biological father, and I. I think this was taken either 60, must be 69, maybe 1970. And I have not seen him since 1979. I'm not sure actually whether he's still alive or not. The complication is in the United States, you could search for someone if you have their social security number. Unfortunately, since I was born and raised in Odessa, which is now Ukraine, or formerly part of Soviet Union, it's really complicated to try to find someone. Top it off with the fact that even doing a Google name search, Russian last names, Eastern European last names are a handful, and they could be spelled half a dozen, if not a dozen, different ways. So this is my biological father, Edward Dgylinski. That's me. This is one of two photographs I have of him. I was raised by a stepfather who has been in my life since I was 5, who gets Father's Day cards from me every year, whose house we're going to stop in later this afternoon. But I still can't help but think about what happened to this man, the man who I look an awful lot alike. When my mother got remarried, he also got remarried, and from what I understand, even prior to us leaving the country, he had at least one child who is, I think, just a matter of months apart in age from my sister. So I have at least one sibling out there that I know of, and I periodically do searches, but again, with the spellings of last names, it's nearly impossible. So this is the big mystery in my life. I don't know where he is or if he is still alive, but on Father's Day, I could still celebrate. I could, although I didn't really know him, I know I get my artistic flair from him, at least according to my mother, because her extent of her artistic abilities is stick figures, and um, I'm assuming the rest comes from him. He was a cartoonist. He was very artistic. He was a chef. He was a lot of things, but apparently not a very good father. So, although I'm always curious how someone can just give up on a child, I keep thinking that at some point I'll find out. So, if anyone has any suggestions on how to do a people search internationally, I would be more than willing to answer. I've tried all sorts of different things. I've even tried looking up phone numbers, which now are available online for Odessa. His family was, I believe, Polish. So I know very little about that side of the family. So I kind of don't know half of my biological history. I know he had a sister, and I don't believe he had any other siblings. So there's, I have no idea why I rambled on for so long, but you know how when your emotions just kind of take over and you have to let it go? So that's my biological father and me with a pacifier, and you have to see I probably have like 6 different patterns on. Right, this is the late 60s or 1970, and I think the wedding photo that I have of my parents, my biological dad and my mom, he looks very much like Elvis, and I think they were married at the same around the same time. So, and here's a bigger picture of me at the time. I was a ham. So I hope that your Father's Day is celebrated with a favorite uncle, your dad, your stepdad, a male figure that was of importance in your life, grandfather, whoever it is, that you honor them with being there for you, and you try to pass that on in your sons if you have them. So hope everyone has a fabulous Father's Day, and my search continues. Thanks for watching, everyone.